This is day 27 of our Leetcode daily question series, and today's question is intersection of two arrays. In this question, we are given with two arrays nums1 and nums2, and we have to return an array of intersection of these arrays. And each element in this array must appear as many times. Okay, the intersection we have to return, and we have to return the result in array order. Okay, as in the given example 1 2 2 1 nums 2 2, so these two elements are the intersection, so the output should be 2 2. And another example 4 9 5 9 4 9 8 4, and this 9 this 4 is the intersection, so we can result in any order. And the given constraints are the length of arrays is less than equals to 1000, and the value is also from 0 to less than equals to 1000. So what we can simply do is we can make a hash map, we can make a map for these elements, and we can store the count of these elements in the hash map, and then we can use two pointers to just know the minimum of the elements. Like we will store a hash map for this and this of the same size, and we will take a I pointer iterating on both the hash map at the same positions. And what we will do is we will simply compare, like in the starting we will compare the value 0, as there is no 0, so the value of 0 will be 0, and we will just iterate, and we will just for for next part what we will do is we will just check the value 1, and we will see that there are two values in nums1 as 1 and 0 in nums2. So what we can do is we will just simply take the minimum of both the values, and we have to append that much values, the minimum that we get in the our output array. So minimum will be 0, so 1 will be appended 0 times. After this we will see two two twos here and two twos in the hash map of the second array. So what will the minimum of 2 and 2? It will be 2, so we will append 2 2 times. In this array also what the same approach, uh, as we encounter 4, minimum of 4 is 1 here, and minimum of 4 is 2 here. Okay, so sorry, count of 4 is 1 here and count of 4 is 2 here. So what will be minimum? Minimum is 1 comma 2, so minimum will be 1, so we will append 4 1 times in the output array. Also for the 9, there are two 9s here, one 9 here, but we will append the minimum number of 9, and as we have to give the intersection. So what we have to we will just simply create three vectors first for the output and two for the hash map. So let's just write the function vector int answer. Okay, and let's name as v1 for the first array, and what will be the size is 1001, as in the given constraint the maximum element can be 1000, so we have taken the size 1001 so that it can cover all the elements. Okay, and now let's take a pointer I. Okay, and now we will just simply iterate over these. Now first we have to append the values in these vectors, the number of counts. So number of counts, how we will append? We will simply run over this loop and put this value, increment the value at this index. Okay, the simple method how we always use the hash map. Okay, so let's write for I equals to 0, I less than nums1 dot size I plus. Now what we will do, we will simply append the value as v1 of nums of I plus plus. Okay, let's copy this and do the same for the nums2 array and append as nums2 array. Okay, this one looks fine. Okay, by doing this we will just store the count at the v1 and v2 array, the number of the store, we will store the count of all the elements. Okay, so after this what we have to do, we will simply use the two pointer approach and take the minimum and append in our answer array. Okay, from the starting. So what we will do, let's again run a loop for I equals to 0, I less than 1001, the size of our v1 and v2 vectors, I plus plus. And now what we have to do, we will just first find the minimum and append. Okay, so let's do the same. Let's do answer dot. Now we have to run another loop for the number of elements we are appending. Okay, so what we will do, for j equals to 0. Okay, let's take j equals to 1 and j less than the minimum of v1 and v2. Okay, so j less than minimum of wait a second. Okay, minimum of v1i and v2i. By this we will find the minimum number of elements at the same index. Okay, and we have to append that much element, so we will use less than equals to, and then let's write j plus plus. Now we have to append the values. Now we have to append what value we have to append is the current index, so we will append the value I. Okay, so let's write answer dot push back the value I. Okay, simple. And after the execution we have to simply return our answer vector, which is the elements. Let's try to run this. Okay, so we didn't initialize j. Let's initialize it here. Let's run again. Okay, let's submit this. So the code is accepted. Thank you for watching.